Hello everybody, and today I have for you guys some more Gunslinger gameplay. I'm really enjoying the Gunslinger, and I really like that you can switch up your playstyle even when you're in the middle of the game. Like if I'm using Blade Dancer and I'm just not having a good time and I think that Gunslinger will be better, I can switch it in the middle of the game, and that's awesome. I can't wait until we have more subclasses. We're totally getting more subclasses. It's so obvious. If you guys bring up your character and you look at the subclass section, you can see that there's an empty square, right? There's an empty square. That square is gonna be filled by something. But anyway, that's a different story. I just really love that I can switch it up and I can enjoy both sides of being a hunter. Especially now that my helmet holds 4 golden gunshots. I'm okay with that. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is, are the events that Destiny are giving us in terms of the Queen's Wrath and Iron Banner, are those events enough to keep you guys interested in the game, to keep you playing? Now, I wanted to obviously talk about my opinion on how it's keeping me interested in the game, so let's go ahead and jump into my opinion of the events. So first of all, we had the Queen's Wrath, and the Queen's Wrath, you gained reputation by completing bounties, both PvE and PvP, and you could get blue weapons, you could get a cape or sash, whatever, and you could also get 2 emblems and 2 shaders, and then you completed the story mission and you could get 3 different legendaries: a headpiece, a chest piece, and a sniper rifle. With the Iron Banner, which I actually think is a better event, you can get 2 shaders, 2 emblems, a class item, and you can also get a legendary gun, and you can get a legendary piece of armor. Now, I think that the Iron Banner is better because you don't just have to complete bounties to get your Iron Banner reputation up. You get Iron Banner reputation by winning in the Iron Banner plus doing bounties. So I really like that. There's more than just one way to gain reputation. So someone could grind out rank 3 in probably a day. If they were really dedicated and they played 24 hours, you could probably get rank 3. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna say that it is. So I definitely prefer Iron Banner. Also, the armor that you get from Iron Banner, it looks very distinct. It's very, very, very good looking, and it's very distinct that it's from the Iron Banner. So I definitely do prefer the Iron Banner event over the Queen's Wrath one. With the Queen's Wrath one, I kind of got to a point where I was just tired of grinding. I got really tired. I really wanted the shader, so I worked for the shader. I really wanted the cape, so I worked for the cape. But then after that, I was like, do I really want to work that hard, grinding stuff, doing stuff that I don't want to do for a shader that might even not look good and I might never use? So I got to the point where I was just tired of grinding. With something like the Iron Banner, it's not so much of a grind fest because, like I said, you can get reputation by just playing Crucible. Of course, it's different, and it's completely different in the Iron Banner. How much damage you take, how much damage you do is totally different. But there's not just one way to gain reputation. So you're not just mindlessly grinding the same bounties day in and day out. You also can just gain reputation from playing the game. So for me, I do enjoy these events. It's something new to do, right? And rather than just going into the bounties on the regular Crucible bounties or doing the daily story or mission or strike or whatever, I don't know. I don't know much about this game's PvE, okay? I'm learning. I forget, okay? I'm getting there. But it gives you something different to do, something different to work towards, and it gives you something that looks different. Like if someone picked up Destiny right now and they saw my Queen's Wrath cape, they'd be like, what is that? I've never seen that before. How do I get it? Which is awesome. So I do love these events. I love that they do these events, but I don't necessarily think that it is enough to keep me entertained purely on events. I'm a very cosmetic kind of person. I love stuff that looks different. I get super excited about capes and shaders. It's like, it's my kryptonite, capes and shaders, and I will always work to get the cape and the shader in any of these events, but I definitely need more to make me feel like I'm achieving something more in Destiny. These events give me a little bit of time to work towards something that I want, but in general, I think I definitely need more, and I think we all need more. One thing that I would absolutely love in Destiny is if they had some kind of like weekly or monthly PvP tournament. So you'd have like a Rumble tournament, you'd have like a Control tournament, you could get your team or whatever, or you could just join completely randomly. They could have a team's Control tournament, or they could have like a random Control tournament where you have to just join by yourself. And it's just a tournament. If you win, you get something. If you come second, you get something. If you're third, you get something. I would really, really, really love for them to implement some kind of tournament system, because that way you don't get the issue of having a ranked ladder where you split the community and you have the people playing ranked and the people playing casual normal PvP, but you still get those people who are competitive and want to get something from PvP. They get to do that by competing in the tournaments, coming first, second, or third, and they get something to show off for what they did. Now, I'm not talking about giving those people like the best gun in the game or giving them something amazing that's gonna soak up all the damage that they take. I'm not talking about that. I'm mostly talking about cosmetic stuff, shaders, emblems, capes, stuff like that. It just gives you something to work towards, and for me, what definitely keeps me investing in a game and keeps me interested in a game is for me to always work towards something. So these events definitely do help with that, because I'm just constantly like collecting capes and collecting shaders, and I definitely do enjoy that. But I would really like to have something that I could work towards once a month or once a week or whatever, and I could try and get that emblem that I've always wanted, or I could try and win that tournament to get that super elusive shader. I would love something like that. It's just giving the PvP players a little bit of an incentive to keep playing PvP and keep trying to improve our game, and it gives us something unique, because obviously PvE players who love PvE and do all that stuff have the raid, and you have the raid gear. That's the only way that you can get to level 30. You have the raid gun, which is like the best gun in the game. They have stuff that gives them good stuff. Whereas for PvP players, we don't really have that much stuff, so I think it would be really awesome just to implement some kind of way to let us work towards something that's a little different. Just give me like a freaking, I don't know, all black shader, black and green or something. That's all I want. I just want something cool to work towards, but the events definitely do help for me. It gives me something new to work towards and spices things up a little. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think of these events, and what would it take to keep you guys interested in playing Destiny for the foreseeable future? Okay guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye.